Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about how to apply styles to your hyperlinks by using some pseudo classes, right? In the previous video we have discussed the pseudo classes, how to apply styles by using pseudo classes to your tags, to your list items, right? In this video we are going to discuss those pseudo classes into the hyperlinks. To stylize our hyperlinks we are going to use some pseudo classes, and we are going to learn about lot of things in this video. And we have already discussed while creating hyperlinks that the by default values of the link appearances, right? For example, if you take a visited link, that will be represented by using purple color, okay, purple color with underlined, right? And if you take an unvisited link, it will be represented by using a blue color, right? And it will be underlined. And if you consider an active link, that active link will be represented by using red color. And the thing also same to here also, it will be underlined. Okay, these are the by default representations of the links in our web page. Okay, the general thing here is to change the colors of the representation to your own for your links. We are going to use some additional property values to your anchor elements, right? Okay, for our anchor elements we are going to add some additional properties to change the style of our hyperlinks, right? In this video we are going to discuss everything about stylizing our hyperlinks. Okay, let me proceed further into the topic. At first I am opening our general working project folder in our Visual Studio Code editor. Okay, this is a general thing that we have learned so far, and in the previous video we have discussed how to create the pseudo classes in our CSS file for the list items, and we have seen also the descendant selectors also. And in this video we are going to stylize our hyperlinks, right? For that, if you see the result of this file, the page will look like this, and these are all the changes that we made in the previous video. And for this I want to change the colors of these links, right? I want to make changes for the appearance of these links, right? For example, I want, when I visited a link, I want to make the color of my link with a different color. Okay, without visiting of a link, I want to make my color of the link with some different color. Okay, for activation of the link I want to make some changes to my link, right? For that purpose we are going to have some general technique, like if I create an anchor selector, okay, anchor element selector, this A represents the anchor selector. Okay, if I take these things together for a beautiful representation, this A represents the anchor tag. Okay, this A represents these anchor tags, right? These every anchor tag will be represented by using A. Okay, by using this A you can change the color of your link. For example, I want to change the color to like black. For now I want to change my color of my links to the black. Okay, I am taking the A element selector, which is nothing but anchor element selector, which includes the hyperlinks of our web page within an href attribute. If you observe carefully here, the changes that made to these links will be turned to black after refreshing. See here, these links will be turned to black color because we are taking the property as color property. Within the color property we are including the term black, right? The keyword black, we are including the property of the color to the selector A element selector. That means we are applying those properties for every A tags. Okay, for every A elements we are going to apply those property values. Okay, see here, we will make changes to these two things also. If you take a look over these 5 things, the changes will be applied to these things also. Okay, but the thing that you need to understand in this method is, if I have some general sentence without any href attribute, for example I am considering one anchor element, anchor tag. Okay, I am taking the test paragraph here, test paragraph, not test link paragraph. I am taking this test link paragraph here without having any href attribute, we can generally create the sentence by using a tag, right? By using an anchor element, we can generally create this tag without having any href attribute. If you consider href attribute, we have to include one link in that, right? For general purpose, we can use this anchor tag for the sentence. If I going to save this, refresh this, at the bottom of our page, we will be reflected with some test link paragraph here, right? This is the general thing that we can done without having any href attribute also. Okay, but if I am using some color with this notation, okay, if you refresh our web page, see the changes will be applied to this testing link paragraph also, because the thing here is we are applying this property to entire thing of this a element, right? Okay, the content which will represented within the a tag will be turned to this color, right? For example, here it will, the test link paragraph is not a link, right? It is generally a sentence, right? For that sentence also we are applying the same properties like color, right? But you don't want to make changes for these links. We want to make changes only for the links. For that purpose, if you add some additional feature like use one double dotted symbol and after that include link attribute here. Okay, include link keyword here. After including this link keyword, if I change my color to any of the color like I am using this general reference for color picker, I want to change my link to green color. See here, if I give a save over here I am giving refresh. Okay, here the properties that we are applying to this a is to link will not be applied to this testing link paragraph, because we are including here the link keyword. Because of this link, the changes that we are made within these curly braces will be applied to only the links, okay, only the general links. But here I am giving this color as green color, like somewhat green, and but here I am not applying with any green color, because the thing is here if you give a keyword like link, it will be applied only for the unvisited links, right? But the thing here is we are already visited these links earlier in our videos, right? We have already visited these links in the earlier videos, but we want to make sure that it should be applied only for the unvisited links, right? For example, if I created any unvisited link here, as for now I am including one link like with an a attribute, with an a tag. I am using one href attribute. In the href attribute, if I have taken the link from the Google, okay, and if I am closing this one, HTML basics test link, okay, I am considering this one. Okay, see, if I give a save over here, I am refreshing this one. Okay, if you see this HTML basic test link also a one type of link which will not be visited even at once. Okay, this link will not be visited even at once because it was a new link to our web page, right? For this new link, we have made changes with green color here. For example, I want to make changes for pink over here. Okay, if I give a refresh, the color of this link will be turned to purple, because we are having the link keyword here, link selector here. With the use of this pseudo class link, we can make changes for an unvisited link. That means this link will not be visited even at once, right? For those type of links, we can make changes by using this type of pseudo class, right? This is the use of the pseudo classes in the hyperlinks to give you a better styling features to your links. If I want to make changes for my already visited links, right? If I want to make changes to my visited links, like these are all the visited links that we have already visited in the previous videos, right? These are all the links that we are already visited. Okay, to make changes for those type of links, we can use another pseudo class as anchor element we are applying, and for that anchor element we are going to include a keyword like visited keyword. Like within the curly braces we need to include one color representation. With some color I want to include, okay, let me take a dark color. Okay, if I giving a save, see, observe the changes carefully. Now these three links will be turned to this color because these are all the visited links, right? These are all the visited links, and we are applying here the keyword visited. For these visited links we are turning the color to this shade, right? If I give a refresh, see, the things will be turned to this color because of the visited property here, right? Because of this visited property here. Okay, if you observe these things also, it will be changed. If you observe these top of the things also, these are all will be turned to the same color that we are given in this property. Okay, this is the links for the visited links. This is the property for the visited links. Okay, for example, while I am hovering over the link, I want to change the color of the link. For example, if I given an A element here, I am using the keyword hover element, right? Hover. Okay, for this hover I want to make my color as, I am including some orange, like orange color, and I want to make my text as font weight as bold. Okay, I want to include these two parameters into my A hover selector. If I give a refresh, see here, when observe carefully, when I hover over the link here, that means when I move my cursor to the link, the color of our link will be turned to orange color. See, okay, it will be turned to orange color because of the A over pseudo class here. Okay, because of the A over pseudo class here. Okay, in this way we can stylize your hyperlinks by using the pseudo classes, right? And we may also give some additional properties to our links. Like if I want to give text decoration, like I am using text decoration property here. In the text decoration we can include some parameters like underlined, dotted. Okay, if I giving a save after refreshing, see, the thing here is the encapsulation term is generally with a different color with solid underline. When I am moving my cursor to that particular link, see the changes over here. It turns the color to orange and the underline will be turned to dotted underline because of the applying of properties over here. We are applying the color to orange and font weight as bold and text decoration as underlined with dotted underline. Okay, the font weight of the underline is dotted underline, and we can also change the color of the underline. For example, I want to change my color to black color. Okay, if I give a save, I am refreshing it. See here, the text of the link will be turned to orange color, but the dotted underline will turn to black color because we are declaring the text decoration color as black. The text decoration is nothing but making the underline to the dotted underline, right? These are all the three things that we have to consider within the text decoration property. And this property is nothing but a shorthand property because within the one property we are including the three factors over here, right? This is a shorthand property. For example, if you want to give the styles to our active links, for that also we have another pseudo class like I am considering A is to active, right? I am taking active, and in this active I want to make my background color as red. Okay, and I want to take my entire text into italic. For that purpose I want to change my font style, right? I'm taking my font style into italic. Okay, if I give a save over here, if I take a refresh here, see the changes carefully here. When I move the cursor to this is an hovering over the link. When I am hovering over the link, it turns to the orange color with an dotted underline. When I click this link, see the activation here. See the activation here. When I am clicking over this link, the background of the color will be turned to red and it turns into italic. That means the every text element will be inclined. Okay, will turns to italic mode. See the changes over carefully. Okay, I am pressing that. This is an activation of the link, right? Okay, I think you are observing the changes carefully here. If I taking this link, or else if I consider this link, okay. Generally, the thing that you need to understand here is, here we are considering one unvisited link. For this anchor element, we are taking the link selector here. For this link pseudo class, A is to link pseudo class, we are taking the color as this color, this general color. For this color, we made the changes over here. This is for an unvisited link, right? This is for an unvisited link. Okay, here we have given some additional properties to our visited links. Okay, this is the visited links. For this visited links, we have drawn up with some different color. If I click over this link, okay, if I click over this link, okay, I have visited that link and I am coming back to our general site. Okay, you can observe the change carefully here. The color of the link will turn to the same colors, right? Because it will be turned to the visited link here, right? Because we are giving the properties to the visited link as this color. Okay, we are giving the properties to the visited link as this color. After clicking this link, I am visited that link, right? I have visited that link, and while coming back to our page, the color of the link will be turned to the same color as we have in the general visited links, right? If you consider this thing, it will be hovering. That means when I go to any link, it will be represented with some another features, like we have applied overheat. The color of the link is orange and font weight is bold and text decoration is with some additional properties, right? So that way we can give styles to our hyperlinks. And you can also see the activation of our links. Okay, when we are giving active links, if you observe carefully, I am taking an activation. For that, we can have the background color as red and the text will be formatted to the italic text. These are all the two factors that we are considering within the active pseudo class, right? This is how we are going to apply some additional styles to your hyperlinks. I think you have learned something better in this video, and we will catch up in the next video. Thank you.